And that's why I've got it here on Ravenport for this straw harvest test. We've got all kinds of stuff set up here on fields 9, 10, and 11. Got hay, we've got straw, we've got all kinds of stuff set up on my test placeable area over at field 12. And I've got a good friend here with me tonight. We've got Raznik over there acting all crazy, jump up and down on his little 400 tractor. He's going to cave the roof in. He's going to help me demonstrate this stuff tonight. So how's everybody doing tonight? So you'll find a link in the description. If you haven't downloaded the Straw Harvest add-on, you can find a link to the Giants Mod Hub to download that. In addition, there is a link to the Creative Mesh add-on website that kind of gives you a little bit of overview of all of this equipment. And we're going to talk about something a little bit later, an Easter egg, kind of appropriate since I believe Easter is coming up very, very soon. We've got an Easter egg that we're going to talk about when we get over there to the palletizer. So tune in for that. So let's take a look at this stuff in the store before we start making use of it. So one of the easiest ways to find this stuff is going to be to go to brands and then Krone. Okay, and of course there is some base game Krone equipment. But then we start out with the Krone I don't know, B180XC. It's like Comprima. Yeah, that makes that makes total sense, right? So we have the round baler, 80 horsepower requirement. Now, the configuration options on this are pretty limited. You have manually or automatic for refill supplies. And this pack in 17 was pretty cool because it was one of the first packs. It might have been the first pack that allowed you to refill your consumables. Of course, standard farm sim balers, they have an unlimited supply of netting, an unlimited supply of twine for the square balers, but not so much with this pack. Manual, you notice that the netting is gone. For 10,000 more dollars, you can have unlimited netting, but we are all going to use manual tonight when we're demonstrating. Of course, you've got this round baler. Now, the round baler also allows you to make different size bales. We're going to demonstrate those. You'll see here in the shop, it says 1.1 meter to 1.8 meter, with most of the in-game stuff basically working with 1.3 meter. Hey, David, Fabio, A-Dub, Lynn Games, Chevy, Tiger Man, Moose Farms, and Nathaniel. How's everybody doing tonight? Now, if we look at the square baler, Big Pack 1290 HDP2XC, this one is going to come with two different variants. We've got the bale chute, the contemporary standard, one bale falls out the back, or we can get the bale collect. This is one of the features that I have really been looking forward to as far as this pack is the bale collector. I remember using that quite a lot in 17 when this came out because it made collecting bales so much easier. Up to that point, I used auto load a lot, but once this came out, I kind of just started doing it the old manual way. And then also we can do manual for refill supplies because this will take twine, or we can go to automatic, 10,000 more dollars, and basically have it an unlimited supply. Then we have the bale chute that collects next to the back of the baler in the bale collect option. Holds 3 bales. Basically, a bale comes out the back, right here to the center. Something pushes the bale off to the right. Then a bale comes out the back, pushes it off to the left. Bale comes out into the middle. Then you run a process. It shoves all 3 bales off the back. And then you have 3 bales ready to collect quickly. And we have kind of the new functionality with this pack is the Primos 5000. This is a pellet press. So you can pick this loose material, hay or straw, up off the field, and then make pellets. Now, this requires water and molasses also to function. Basically, we can do manual or automatic refill again. If it's manual, we need to fill it with molasses jugs and then basically water out of a trailer or water from a water source. But in automatic, it is basically going to have an unlimited supply of water and molasses, 350 horsepower requirement on this. And then Primos has an add-on, a bale shredder that's going to connect to the side. We're going to demonstrate how you connect that and demonstrate how this all works in a little bit. Then we have twine pallet. This is going to be for the square baler. Okay, so the square baler, $2,800 for 48 rolls of twine. And I think this is new for Farm Sim 19's version, is we can go here and basically change this 48, 44, and you can see the different twine goes down, 40. We can reduce it in increments of 4, all the way down to just buying 4 rolls of twine for $240. I think that is new in 19. I don't think 17 you could do that. Then we have a pallet of netting, round baler. Again, we have 15, 12, 9, 6, 3, back to 15. So that's $1,800, 15 rolls, or $360 for 3. Then we have, let's get over here to pallets. Let's get to the molasses. We have these guys that make molasses pellets. So we have capacity 480 liters of molasses, $660. 400 liters. This increments in units of 80. Again, that's for the molasses. That's for the pellet press. And we're not done yet. So then we move on to the bale grabs. Also part of this pack. So the bale grabs, we've got a 3-bale horizontal grab. Okay, so basically 3 bales come off the chute. This will pick up all 3 bales side by side. And change the main color on that. And we can get in a front loader variant, telehandler variant, or a wheel loader variant. Now do remember, you're picking up 3 bales at a time when you do this. You're going to need to have enough junk in the trunk to keep that tractor or vehicle stable. You also have a 3-bale vertical grab. Again, we have color choice, front loader, telehandler, or wheel loader. And then we have the big boy 6-bale grab. This will grab 6 bales horizontally. And this one is only available in wheel loader variant because of that. Then, we're still not done. We move over to the buildings that are part of this pack. We have the pellet hall. Pellet hall is just an empty building. Let's go take a look at that. Here's the pellet hall. $175,000. $35 a day. You get 2 big machine doors. Got the buttons to activate those on the outside and the inside. Yeah, lights. Really cool lights. I kind of call these lights that you see like in a gymnasium. That's all I think about when I see these kinds of lights. Gymnasium lights. And it's just a big open empty building. Then obviously a door in the middle. Then you move on to another variant of this building, which is the pellet hall crane. $250,000. Basically the same as the empty building, but it has basically 3 areas where you can put product. These do have collisions on them. They don't go all the way up. They only go to about right there. Do have tip collisions on them. Should be able to tip loose product into this. And then there is a operable crane in this building. But that's it. The rest of this is empty storage. Then kind of the top of the line building that comes with this pack. Hey Darren, what's up? Is going to be the Pellet Hall Palletizer. $400,000 for this one. That is because it includes not only the 3 storage areas here, not only the crane, but then it includes this contraption over here. And what this is going to do, this is going to take our pellets right here. It's going to run them up this conveyor belt. Fuck. Run them up the conveyor belt, dump them into the bagger, where it's going to make pellet bags. Okay, then the bags are going to run on this conveyor belt. We're going to see all this later. To this palletizer. This is going to basically rotate the bags into an order. Go over here, put them on a pallet. Basically stack several of these up on a pallet, and then the pallet's going to roll over to here, where it's going to basically get wrapped, and basically then be available to pick up. I think Raz is driving the crane. Crane's pretty cool. Go take a look at that. So we have multiple cameras on the crane. Kind of your default above view. C will change this to this side view. Okay, and then C again changes to this kind of more distant view. When this first came out in 17, the camera on this crane was horrible. It was like a directly straight down view. If you went up too high on the crane, the camera moved with the crane, and as a result, basically you ended up being above the roof, and you couldn't see anything. So they've come a long way with camera support for this. As far as mouse functions, left click, left or up and down, goes left and right, he sends it forward and back. Right mouse button, left and right, rotates, up and down, raises and lowers it. Both mouse buttons, up and down, opens and closes it. Then we also have a couple of different tools. So we've got this kind of a bucket. X to, now we can like pick up loose material or bales. Kind of a bale grab. And then this is, I'm guessing this is more like a, I don't know what this is.
Pallets, maybe? Yes.
I guess this, yeah. I don't know. Does it?
I guess you could do square bales with that. But
Let's go all the way over here. I guess it does.
yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There, yeah. So that'll work. And then finally, we need a way of selling this stuff. Okay, because we're making these pellets. What are we going to do with them? Well, we can sell them. We have a pallet sell point we can put down. See here, $1,500 for hay pellets and $1,700 for straw pellets. And I've got that here in the shop under miscellaneous. $500 for the pallet sell point. And I put that way over here just to demonstrate it. Basically, it's... Are you hiding? So you see we've got a little for sale sign. We got this is what the bags look like when they get made. And then this is basically where you go to sell your pellets. But what else can you use the pellets for? Well, you can use them for feed. So we've got animal areas set up here just to demonstrate some of this stuff. They're not used for pigs. They're going to be used for cows. Substitute hay pellets instead of hay or silage. As far as food goes, sheep, You can use hay pellets as opposed to hay or grass for your food. Chickens, not so much, but Pandora over here, our horse, will take hay or hay pellets. We're going to talk a little bit later about maybe why you might not want to feed these animals these pellets. So without further ado, let's start using some of this stuff, right? That's what we're all here for. Indeed, right? Okay, so what do we want to do? I'm going to make some round bales first. You want to do some round bales?
Yep. You want to show them the animations and stuff?
Yeah, sure. Just call out what you're hitting in order to do the netting and stuff.
Or and then is it Z? Yep, Z opens the bale.
All right, so now we need to go over there and get the netting. So here are the pallets. We've got 2 pallets of netting. Got 2 pallets of molasses and 2 pallets of twine.
I'll let you show them.
Pull up to it. We'll hit R. Refill baler. And you'll see down here at the lower right, we've got an indicator. We have 3 rolls of netting now in there. We've got 1 roll of netting ready to go, and we have 2 spare rolls in the top. That's pretty cool. We hit Z again to lower that door. And then O, we're going to use O to change the bale size. 1.1, 1.3, 1.55, 1.8, back to 1.1. So what I wanted to do is make a few bales and just kind of show you the different sizes. So that's kind of like this little chain, and it's holding the pickup. Really cool animation on the wrapping belt there. So 1.1 bales are basically 3,500 liters in size. There they are. Little baby bale. Now you'll notice that these bales look different than your normal bales. These are kind of some high def bales. I really like how these bales look. Let's make a pair of each. We do have a bale counter down there, you see, built into the mod. Now, what I've been told is all of these features are going to be available for console. So, basically, console, as far as I know, is feature parity with PC on this particular mod. That's 4,000 liters. Put it up here. Oh, I don't want to run over that. I'm going to park it beside it. And then this is our more traditional size round bale from the game. Just make another one. So again, we'll have 2 4,000 liters on that. No, I'm kind of neglecting chat. What's the general questions? We will be trying to demonstrate this mod and seasons. I know there's some things to talk about with respect to seasons and this mod. Now let's change it to 1.55. Remember, those were 4,000 liter bales. So one thing specific about this mod and seasons is that, well, you can see, well, you'll see when we fire this up with seasons. We'll just talk about it now. Is that this mod introduces 2 additional height types, or fill types, tip to ground types, whatever you want to call them, in the hay pellet and straw pellet. And seasons itself introduces 3 additional height types in semi-dry grass, salt, and snow. Thanks for the sub, KJ Wiggums. So what you run into is maps that are already set up for multi-fruit, additional crops above and beyond the standard Giants default. You're going to run into a height type limit, and seasons is going to tell you that. Basically going to give you an error. It's going to say you've reached the height type limit. So there you go. That's 1.55. A little bit bigger, obviously, than the 1.3, and a whole lot bigger than the 1.1. We'll do another bale. I think it was like 4,500 liters. That one. So the height type is basically specified by the map. So if you have a map, Sandy Bay, for example, that's a rather popular map right now. You have a map, Sandy Bay, that has additional crops in it. Then you load up seasons. That adds an additional 3. Then you load up straw harvest, which adds an additional 2. You basically are now over the limit, because I believe Sandy Bay has 2 also. So basically the map needs to be adjusted to support these additional height types. So here we are once again, 1.55, 5,000 liters. And then the last one is, we have to close back before we can change the size, 1.8. So on this map, it's just a standard Giants map. We're going to be able to load up seasons and straw harvest without any issue, because we don't have any additional crops in here. If you load up other mods that add fill types or height types, then you'll also have problems, like the CCM mod. It allows you to make corn cob silage. Certain production mods that allow you to make various things. So here you go, 1.8. 1.8 liter bales. 6,500 liters, and these are going to be kind of like the American bales. Those American bales are big boys, 6,500 liters. Do you think global company mods would work? Wouldn't interfere?
I know on Beaver Creek it hasn't given me problems, and I have grapes, onions, board pallets, different stuff like that, and I haven't had any trouble.
Okay. Now all of those, none of those you can tip the ground on. I think where it
Yeah.
runs into issues is where you can tip the ground.
So the only other thing I have on there you can tip the ground would be like the potatoes. I have the potatoes. So, but there's no additional crop types, so that's probably why it's not good.
Right, because seasons and straw harvest basically adds 5 between them. And then like Sandy Bay has 2 all to its own self. That's now 7 additional above and beyond what's in the game. So I didn't notice this until just before I unloaded. The belt that spins, like as the bale goes in there, it raises up. Like it moves to accommodate the size of the bale. Make one more just to kind of show that. Go make a straw one. See what a straw bale looks like? Well, Jake, we're going to try that out here in a little bit. My plan is to hopefully have enough time to try everything out. Yeah, look at those rollies. You see as the bale goes in, it raises up like it's making room. You know, it's got to make room for the bale. It's the first time I ever noticed that. This whole mod is really cool from the standpoint of what it really adds. Not just the added things like the pallets and the pellets, but the details like how this roller raises up to make room for the bale. There we've got our new straw bale texture. Let's get over here and let's get the square baler that just has the chute on it. We've got that one over here already set up. You hit Z to open up, to unfold twine boxes. And I have to say, growing up and basically putting twine in a square baler as a kid and basically tying the knots and everything, I would not want to have to load this thing up with twine. You're just going to spend, I think you'd spend an hour just tying knots on both sides. That's just crazy. Stay there. Then this is for extra. Then the same holds this side. Go over here and fill this thing up. It's going to work the same way. We're going to hit R to load this thing up. I don't know how much this is going to take. One whole pallet and then some more, it looks like.
72%. So 66 bale with twine.
Oh, speaking of that, over here we've got 88%. So we've made 9 bales and we've used up 88%. So some smart person in chat can probably do fancy math and figure out what that means per wrapper, per roll of netting. Oops. So again, you'll see Z, lower twine boxes, lift twine boxes. And then at the heart, this is just a square baler. Let's just see how this thing works. Now, I hadn't seen firsthand, but I had heard that Sandy Bay had issues. Maybe it doesn't. I didn't try firsthand. Look at some of these animations. Again, we got these kind of chains on the pickup, holding the pickup. A nice fire extinguisher there. Not even up the whole windrow. Got our bale counter again. Nice animations. Kind of warp through here. Got cool animations on our plunger. Why not just worry about driving? Now we can't change the bale size on the square baler. Bales are the bales. Simulator no. Oh yeah, not really sure how we pronounce that. Now these bales are really nice. Got really nice details on like the ropes. A little curious to see if we get any sort of action on the knotter when we make a new bale. We do. The little knotters here, they jump up and down. Little lollipops. Let's watch that happen. You'll see we're at 60%. When we get to 100%, the little lollipops will pop up. Basically tells us all the knotters are working. Hopefully you guys can see that. Look at these bales a little closer up. Thing holds 3 bales in the chute, just like the baler from Farm Sim League. Look at the details on this baler. Got nice roping on the twine. We can see the plunger, all the little oh man, what do you call those things? All the little little leaves. Little, completely blanking on what we called those growing up. Details inside the bale chute. In there, got springs. Kind of put tension on the bale chute and everything. All right, Dale, I don't know what that's all about, buddy, but you need to keep your temper down, or you're not going to be here for long. All right, so let's take a look at the bale chute now. Splices. There you go, Jim. Thank you so much. Oh, I just noticed that. That was some pretty cool animation on the on bringing those twine in. I took every little bit, every roll by itself. So let's talk about the bale accumulator, and this is pretty neat. So basically we need to go to the back bale accumulator. You need to hit X to unfold it. What it does is it sucks it into the baler, basically makes it rigid, unfolds it, go back to the baler, lower the pickup, turn it on, and look at that bale unload mode. Press 0. Basically we'll have 3 bales. We can toggle to have just 1 bale out the bottom, out the middle, 2 bales out the side. So we're going to try all of them. See how this works. Again, this is basically the same baler as we just saw, but now with the bale accumulator. Like I said, going forward, I plan on using this baler and the bale accumulator on my gameplays, because I really like picking the bales up with the bale grabs. We're going to see if the I've got an auto load trailer up here. We're going to see if it's going to pick up these bales. See, the first bale came out and got shoved to the right. You see that little bar? Okay, when this bale drops off, that little bar is going to push this bale to the left. Okay, and then we're going to have a center bale come down the middle. Got nice particle animations on the dust. And then it auto unloads. Now we have 3 bales side by side. Let's see that again. One bale got shoved off to the left, or to the right. One bale got shoved up, will get shoved off to the left. You're still picking up the same number of bales off the field, but what you're not doing is you're not having to run all over the field. And boom, drops off 3 and then keeps going. Let's change this to just an X in the middle. See what it does. I think it's just going to drop it off. Yeah, as if there's no accumulator there at all. Go left and right. I really don't know why you would go left or right. I mean, it kind of makes sense why you would maybe go just down the middle. Go back to 3. So Jim, that is, it's I don't know if I would call it an issue. It's just how, it's just a byproduct of adding a mod that has an additional pipe type, fill type, to an existing state. So let's describe it this way. So every fill type, let's say, gets an ID. It has an ID number from 1 to 15. Okay, I'm just making it up. And let's say straw is ID number 15, the last one. And then I add seasons, which introduces 3 more. Let's say 16, 17, and 18. Okay. Then I add straw harvest, which adds a couple more, which you would think would be 19 and 20. But the problem is that apparently they're not registered. They're not guaranteed that straw is always 15. So when you add a new mod that adds a new fill type, straw could go from being 15 to being 18. And what was cycle to turn it off, unload, unload. So basically what has happened is that the your grass had one ID before you added the mod, and then when you added the mod, basically snow, possibly salt, now has that same ID, and as a result, basically going to be that way until you basically pick up all of that that's on the ground. That's how it's been explained to me. So here we have the 1.1. 1.3, which is again standard, 1.55, 1.8, then a 1.8 straw bale. What we want to do now is I want to bale some grass, because I just want to see if we can wrap these grass bales or not with an Anderson wrapper. Then we're going to grab Anderson trailer. We're going to try to pick up some of these bales just to see what we get.
I'll work on the grass, Glenn. You want to keep, if you want to show any more stuff.
All right.
If that saves you time.
Let's haul out the Primos. Okay, so here we have the prone Primos, the pellet press, as I call it. So we pipe out, have a conveyor, raise and lower that with the mouse button, fit our trailer. Of course, we can lower the pickup. And then we have the bale shredder. So if we pull up here to the right front, get this connection. Hit Q, and now we've basically connected the bale shredder to the pelletizer. Now we can just hit Q, disconnect that, and eject it. We're just going to leave it hooked up. So we're going to need molasses. Get molasses. Pull up to this, we'll hit R. Jugs. 200 liters of molasses. Yeah, DB, it's got 3 different buildings. Kind of hidden from view right now. We also need water. Toggle to it. Supposed to have water in it. Hey Frank, what's up? It's got water in it. What's going on with this?
It's not taking water.
David says I can't fill it with those trailers.
Probably have to use the fill point. Probably can fill it with like the universal tank one.
There we go, so we'll just fill it from here. And of course we can make... Yes, DB, it's in the DLC. We'll show the building again later. Lower the pickup. Split. Fine. eject you. Turn it on. And this only goes 6 miles an hour. It's pretty darn slow. Takes 350 horsepower, but you see the pickup. See the hay going into the machine. More pellets coming out. Basically then accumulating there at the bottom. So you've got the empty building. This one comes with a crane, and then this one comes with the crane and the palletizer. Now this does not make grass pellets. Now, I have seen some talk about folks talking about semi-dry bales, semi-dry hay, and basically the bale shredder wouldn't bale shred semi-dry hay. Well, there is no such thing. There's semi-dry grass. There's no such thing as semi-dry hay. So, of course, it's not going to shred semi-dry grass because it doesn't accept grass. Bale shredder only takes hay or straw. We're picking up our pellets. Pipe out and to the trailer. Do this thing rev up when we're unloading. Raise or lower this. Let's just see what this looks like when we make our straw pellets. Off the pickup. Again, this is a real slow process, 6 miles an hour. We're now putting in raw pellets. Kind of look the same. Maybe these are a little bit brighter. See, we're using up our molasses. It takes molasses because what this obviously does is it compresses straw or hay into a little small pellet, and then it uses the water and the molasses to kind of get it all to bind together. up to our bale shredder, and I want to demonstrate the bale shredder working. Unfold this thing. Lots of animations on that. That was pretty cool looking. Beastly looking. Turn the bale shredder on. Have this conveyor belt slowly moving. Spreading rollers there. And the unit over here is running. Need to leave that running. Go over here and grab some of these bale grabs.
I have a stack of 3 set up. Just get size grass bales.
So here we have the vertical bale grabs. X to detach the bale spikes. And you can see they basically go back in the back storage. See where they're going back to the back? Those little holders. And then basically we address the bales. We hit Y, grab them, and now we have, and they're locked. Not going anywhere. We just hit Y again. D, sorry. D to drop. Y to pick up. So what I wanted to demonstrate here a long, slow road to find out what this is going to do. I guess I could have put it a little closer. Alright, so that is a 4,000 liter bale. Okay, remember we made that, that's 4,000 liter bale. Now I want to see how many liters of pellets this makes. How many liters of pellets do you think this is going to make? Try to get a good angle on this. Bale shredding. Remember, this is 4,000 liters of bale. It says right there 4,000 liters of hay. Now we're shredding the bale. Pretty cool animations going on. Bale slowly being eaten. Alright, well, bale's almost all gone and we don't even have 1,000 liters yet. Alright, there's the bale. 991 pellets. So, almost a 4-to-1 ratio. So when you make pellets, lose a fair bit of product. Okay, so just be aware of that. It's important that you understand that. So here's the sell point. So you can sell hay, $1,500 per 1,000 liters of pellets. Straw pellets, $1,700 for 1,000 liters of pellets. Well, this has lights on it too, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, you definitely get less product. And again, you can also use pellets for food, but I would recommend against it because of this fact. So I could feed a 4,000 liter hay bale to my cows, or I could take that 4,000 liter hay bale and make 1,000 liters of pellets and feed my cows, and take 4 times as much hay to give them same as 1 bale of loose product. So in my opinion, using it for feed is suboptimal versus using it for selling loose or basically making pallets. We're going to make pallets of pellets here in a little bit. First thing I want to do is growth turned off. That was annoying. Alright, so let's look at these bale grabs. Thanks for the sub. I don't know if I can read that name. I mean, the prices are going to be variable. The prices will change with the market. So we, just like the other grabs, we come up, we address the bales. We hit Y, grab the bales, and now we are locked in. These do have hoses that attach. That's cool. Z to drop the bales. Y to pick them up. So from a standpoint of loading a trailer, in my opinion, it makes loading the trailer a whole lot easier. Hey, old guy, what's up? Well, you're probably going to get 1,000 liters of product. Or 1,000 liters in the thing. I mean, it's not going to... Because if you look, it's the equivalent of... That's the equivalent of hay, silage, or pellets. And when you put 1,000 liters of pellets, it's not going to make this 4,000. It's going to make it just 1,000. So I like to use this to load flatbed. I feel you can really load the flatbed a lot quicker. We'll dump it in there just to do it, but pretty sure it's just going to register as 1,000 liters of product. 1,000 in, 1,000 registered. Thing done. Shredding. Looks like it's done shredding. We're going to get to that. Jake, we're going to get to that. But we need to make some pallets first.
So yeah, this baler struggles to go uphill. Even though the tractor meets the horsepower requirements. Just
So, so we put 12,000 liters. We put 3 bales in this thing. 12,000 liters. And we have less than 3,000 liters of hay pellets. Yeah. I don't think we need to talk too much more about that. But it makes sense because the whole concept of the pelletizer is that it's compressing the product. You don't want to put 4,000 liters of loose or uncompressed product into a little pellet format and get 4,000 liters of pellets. Okay, it makes sense that you get less. But what isn't so cool, and we're gonna demonstrate it here in a minute when I get down here. When we put this in with the cow, it's only going to take, I mean, it's going to take 2,900 liters of this, and it's not going to, you know, it's not going to expand back. Whoa, let's just get a little loosey with us. Alright, so the horses take pellets, cows take pellets, and the sheep take pellets. I'm going to feed the cows. I'm going to buy a few more just to make sure that they need a lot. $2,900 liters of hay pellets. So in my opinion, pellets are only good for bulk sales and palletizing. Put 1,900 liters in. Who has 50 balers? Genetic? Or DB? Alright, so we put 2,900 liters of product. Oh, it did. Look at that. It did expand it out. So that's different.
Interesting.
So I stand corrected on that. In 19, it didn't do that. So that's why we test these things. That's why we try it out. So you saw we put 2,900 in, and we got almost 12,000 out. Say we lost a little bit to the rounding. Now another way of using the bale shredder pelletizer is this way. To get more lined up. Oops, oop. That's what I want to do. Wrong button. Right, we're going to prep that here. Really cool if they had something like a big exhaust fan here to basically suck the exhaust that's going to be on this tractor out. So what we need to do is we need to bring some bales down here. And now we're going to have an opportunity to let's demonstrate the 6 bale grab. You could if you had a mod that did it. Let's check. This doesn't add pellets to the base game silos, nor does it add it to the hayloft, nor is there a storage included. So really the only way you can store them is in those tip to ground areas. So you need a wheel loader. Obviously, talking about 6 bales now. There we go. This is why we have teamwork. Teamwork. TM work. For you people that watch SpongeBob. I think it's Z. Oh, are we gonna do it? No. Oh, is it only 5 bales? I thought it was 6. Well, okay. 3, 5. Read the name of the product. It's only 5 at a time, not 6. So that might make that one option where you can dump out 2 and 3. And then you can make stacks of 5. Hey, Jake, I agree. Oh! There's down.
It's a little heavy. Don't forget we need to test around Bale.
Yeah, we want to test a round bale on the bale shredder. I don't know if they're going to work or not.
I have grass bales. Different sizes and stuff.
All right, since we use this, let's play with the grass. I wanted to see if we could wrap a grass bale. Okay. Well, I don't know if this mod will work with the variable bale mod. It may have been listed in a known conflict. The Creative Mesh posted on their Discord some conflicts. Find out. Oh, here's our grass bales.
Yep.
So we've got the in-game wrapper. Oops. Come on. Like I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So I want to see if this would wrap. Okay, so when it ingests it, it changes it to the in-game appearance. So we can definitely wrap square grass bales. This should be a 1.3. We can definitely wrap 1.3 grass bales. Okay. Now, will it pick up this little baby bale? I doubt it. Bale not supported. Will it pick up the big bale? I doubt it. Bale not supported. So you're going to need to use the standard 1.3. Or I suppose there might be a mod that comes out eventually. That is will work with the smaller bales. But I wanted to test that. I wanted to just test these Anderson trailers. I'm sure that they'll work. Square bales and probably the 1.3 round bales. Since they are different bales, that works. That's a magical grab.
Yeah, I did 3 at different times.
And there's a reason why I want to pick up a few of these. I'm gonna grab a straw bale. A couple straw bales. Now this is the Anderson trailer from the Anderson DLC. Talking about auto load in this fashion. But it's just this Anderson trailer. This one right here. Then we've got this Anderson trailer here. Round bales. Oh no. Cancel. I cancel this.
Just press
X.
yeah.
All right. There's a reason I wanted to do this. We've loaded it manually. We got to unload it. Then we'll come back and try it. It's the auto load trailer from Nexus Mods. Is the semi trailer we've got. You want to grab some round bales?
Yeah.
I mean the round bale trailer. Hopefully it'll pick up the 1.3s. I doubt it'll pick up the other stuff. So I can't pick up the bale grab because I accidentally started to unload. So we have hay bales, grass bales, and straw bales. Because what I want to try is I wanted to try the GTX Mods bale storage stacks. They should work. Just want to make sure. Don't know about you guys, but in my gameplay, I use the GTX bale storage stacks pretty heavily. Variable bale is built into the round bales. But really, it'll increase it to 6,500 liters. And that's it. This is straw, square. This is hay. I think this is grass.
Do you need any straw round bales or? I've got 3 round hay bales.
No, we don't need straw.
Alright, I'll bring these 3.
The bale stacks work. Doing this a little uncontemporary, but hey, job done. So it changes them to look normal. Fit them back out. And do we get the pretty looking bales back out? We do. Pretty bales back out. Try this bale. This is one of the bigger bales. $5,000 bale. Let's just see if it will take it onto the shredder. Might be a bad idea. Round bales are not supported. Answers that question pretty dang quick. That was funny. Go over there. And when things don't want to work out for you, just go with the flow. So something else that's supposed to work is last in, first out.
Should be, yep.
5,000 liters.
Nice.
And oh, we don't have seasons. Here you go. Check the other one. Smaller. Nice. So that's the auto load trailer that we're going to try later. So that is right here. Again, this came from Nexus Mods. I've got an older variant, but the current variant is basically the auto load trailer. And then he has a universal auto load script that you also need to download. Put both of those in your mod folder. Get rid of all those extra characters that don't work. And we're going to try to pick some bales up. Go grab the New Holland. GTX, what's up? Thanks for that information. There's so much goodness that is in the GTX mods. Just can't know it all. He's just here to make sure I use his mods properly. You know, inappropriate mod usage is finable. So what we can't do is we cannot use raw pellets for bedding. You can only use hay pellets for horses, sheep, and cows. Can you auto load those and then unload them?
Probably.
Everybody wants to know about, can you use auto load trailer to load these?
Well, with this trailer, let's see. We got packed large square bales. Let's see.
Load.
Show on the info screen, the F1 menu when you're inside. It's like production center.
Oh, no, they get that wrong. There, now they're offloaded.
there in the log, the easy auto.
Oh, not working for us. No, I thought that trailer would work, but I guess not. It's me trying to drive with the keyboard again. Oh, what are you doing? Raznik to the rescue. Want to make some pallets, folks.
Half a pallet, right?
Have product in that thing?
I've started it. I started putting some.
Oh, you already put a bale in. I'm like, I thought I.
I like all the little animations on the bale shredder.
Yeah, like the little round thing. Where that was going. Alright, so let's go over here. So we get up here, we've outputted 30 bags. The throw screen comes up. And we're shredding our bale. Okay. Going in here, we got pellets. Pellets are going out there. Pellets are going into here. Can't see them, but they would in theory be going there. Back here we have our endless spool of bags. Okay. We see the product being filled, bag being sealed, dropping off on the conveyor belt. And then we go to this palletizer. Okay. And then this basically stacks. And then once it has a full pallet, here, and then magically gets wrapped. Okay. And now we have 2,000 liters of pellets. And you hear somebody asked, and I forget their name, about the heating plant. Get your phones out and scan that QR code. Okay? So if you scan that QR code, you'll go to a Easter egg website or web page by Creative Mesh. By the way, that is linked in the description. where you will be able to download this pellet heat plant, $42,000. This takes wood chips and like straw pellets. Spin it down. And then basically you bring wood chips or straw pellets into here and you can make money. Zai. I don't know if they take pallets of pellets. They take loose pellets. I thought these were straw pellets, but hay pellets. The cows, the sheep, and the horses will eat hay pellets. The cows will have hay pellets as a substitute. Basically, it's in the same area as hay and silage. Sheep basically only have one food source, hay or hay pellets. And horses basically take hay or hay pellets in addition to oats. All squirrely here. Reset the placeable camera. What? Hold on.
You got easy depth controls on?
Yeah.
You can just fill it trailer with straw.
Indeed, I could. I'll need to do that.
Or you could even fill it and put it in the bin, and we can use the crane and dump those right in.
I'm dumping these hay pellets. Look, I just made a whole load of pellets.
It's magic.
Indeed, it was you, Jake. Here it is. Alright, probably wants a bucket.
Can you tip the ground?
So we should see it start to put out smoke. Yep. A little hard to see. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's definitely, it's smoke. And you can see the fill level. Basically, over time, you see that it will basically burn product over time and give me money. Speed the clock up a little bit. See it ticking down, 519. And it will pay out at the top of the hour. Where did my pallet go? So back to my pallet.
Alright, this tipper works. Tipping from the sides.
That's how you hold it.
Yeah, it's all yeah.
Alright, so let's go sell this pallet. So we've got a couple more already made up. So the gist about the pellets and the pallets is really just to give you something else to do. So the straw pellets you can use to burn at the heating plant. You can do wood chips to burn at the heating plant, and it will slowly pay out per hour. There's $3,400 for a pallet of hay pellets. So remember, 2,000 liters is going to take somewhere around 2 bales. 2 bales of hay. Can you get $3,400 for 2 bales of hay? I don't think so. Yeah, what economy setting am I on? Easy, okay. So, I don't know, I rarely play on easy. This is just my test save. I don't know what hay bales bring on easy. These pallets are excessively heavy like they used to be in 17.
It's all that molasses.
Yeah, remember we did 4,000 liter bale and it only made 900 and some liters of pellets. The 2,000 liters of pellets is about 2.5 bales. So on easy economy, you get $3,400. Now you don't want to sell. There we go. $3,400. I don't know. You can also sell the pellets loose. Go do that. We have 21,000 liters of hay pellets. Lined up here. Left. Rain door.
putting one bale of hay, one bale of straw. Let's see what the palletizer does. You know, like, does it just finish the hay pallet even though you put in straw? You know what I mean?
Yeah. $21,000 liters made $36,000. Again, that is a lot of product. We probably need to put the I don't know why we would need to put I don't know. I mean, that error kind of says attempt to call get unit fill type null, as if we would have to put the fill type in the look at that. What's that doing?
Okay, so if you mix loads, Klein,
Yeah.
the hopper will fill with the straw until the hay is done. That's big.
So now we're making straw pellets.
Yep, but I don't know if it puts them all on one pallet together. That's what it is. Yeah, it does. It mixes the pallet. You can actually see it. It's a mixed pallet.
Alright, I wanted to see if this I don't use cranes ever. It's gonna be painful. I wanted to see if this would pick up pallet. Hey look, I'm picking up a pallet.
He's got skill.
Yeah, this is painful. And then it drips up. So then we can go to X. And keep up 800 product of hay pellets. Then we could put it in there. Right now we're putting straw in there, so we won't do that. We could do...
I think if you do it, it won't mix. It'll just stay in the hopper until all the straw is gone. I think. Yep. See?
Go over to a bale grab. I don't do this ever. Not even lined up anymore. How did that happen? Again, you've got different cameras. That one's almost used.
So you can feed the animals from the pallet.
Oh, you can?
Yep, I'm checking it right now. Yep, sure can.
That was a question.
Yep, you can feed them from the pallet.
This is so painful. Alright, that's the first and last time I ever use a crane. So it wasn't that helpful. So what else do we need to show? Of course, straw pellets and hay pellets will sell for different rates. Hey, Farmer John. Yeah, we've got just a few more minutes. Let's load up. Let's reboot this, and let's load up seasons and just try a couple things real quick. So I'm just going to blank the screen out. I got to basically reboot the game. I got to restore a backup save game and bring it all back in. So I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. All right, I'm going to exit, restore backup, and boot it up with seasons. All right.
Yeah. Just tell me when you're ready.
It won't take long.
Sorry. I'm just laughing at Atomic's comments. He's funny.
Comic.
Oh, no, sorry. It's somewhere completely different. You know me. I'm distracted already.
Oh, you just.
I'm reading a Discord. Eustace. Atomic 67 Eustace.
Oh, yeah. It'd be faster if I loaded up a Gate multiplayer game opposed to normal save game.
Just do it. I mean, you only got a couple minutes, man. You don't have to do a multiplayer.
All right, it's booted. I don't know. To try it in a TMR mixer. At this point, we don't have any more.
We can fill a
Oh.
trailer real quick.
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Moron, I forgot to activate season. The whole reason for doing this, and I'm a moron.
Yeah, we can test the TMR mixer. We just fill a trailer, dump it on the ground, use it. That's a good question if you can use it. Like you said, though, that's pretty good amount of food loss. Oh no, you said it expands too.
Did
Hmm.
did
Just curious to
expand.
see. Curious to see what happens in the TMR mixer.
All right, booting it back up this time with seasons. We're going to keep growth. We have winter. We have hay. Let's make us some pellets. Oh, looks like we got rain too. I want to make a couple hay pellet or hay bales.
Yep.
I'm gonna make some hay bales. Let's see if we can put multiple hay bales in the pelletizer. It says hay. All right, David, thanks for dropping by. Because I saw somebody reported that they could put one bale of hay in. But after that, not so much. Then there was a reference to semi-dry. Didn't make much sense because there's no such thing as semi-dry hay. Free.
Oh, I gotta put molasses in it. Yeah, semi-dry hay is just grass with a different color.
Yeah, because it's just grass. It's not hay.
Oh, I forgot water too. Dang.
Driving away with the conveyor belt out.
Little bump here.
Hey, yeah, I just dropped it down. Super fast.
Mm. I still wish they had the preview function replacement.
I wish the camera was more better. You know, like when you try to look at it from different angles, the camera rotates.
I wish you could like click place and then it lets you preview it and then you hit like confirm. You know what I mean? Like a two-step like. I think that'd be really a nice touch. You know, you click it down, it shows you what it'll look like with the terrain deformation and everything, and then you can hit confirm or cancel. I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's easier to load from the end. Alright.
So yeah, I mean, like trying to do placeables on a multiplayer server just it's like ridiculous.
Oh, you gotta turn super strength on.
Oh, if I turn it on, is it turn it on for you too?
Must do it, yeah. Because I don't have access to it. It's grayed out.
Turn it on now. Oh, look at that, it only took one. Confirmed. Confirmed.
So you have to turn it off and turn it back on? Or... That's frustrating.
So yeah, look at that.
That is awful.
So yeah, there's a few little issues going on, I guess, with seasons. Of course, we talked about maps with multiple fill types can have an issue. That's definitely hay, and it obviously took one. So yeah, that is an interesting side on that.
Try detaching it real quick. And then reattach it.
We talked about the bonus, the Easter egg, linked in the description below. But ideally, if you scan the QR code on the pallet, you'll basically get a URL to the Easter egg. We basically were able to wrap 1.3 meter bales. We were able to wrap square bales. Sell hay pellets and straw pellets loose. We sold pellet pallets. We fed pellets. And interesting enough, even though 4,000, nope, not going to work. Even though 4,000 liters of hay only made 990 pellets, when we take those 4,000 liters of pellets, or those, sorry, 900 liters of pellets, and put them back into the feed trough, they basically become 4,000 liters worth of food again. So that's pretty cool.
So I guess...
Now it's not taking hay at all.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I think
Broken.
here. You gotta empty it. After the first bale, it's like frozen until you empty it. Then it stopped working.
So I wonder if you put a trailer under it while you're working. You know what I mean?
So I think we pretty much answered a lot of the questions, kind of verified some things. Disproven a couple thoughts that I had earlier. But if y'all don't have any last minute questions, we are at the 2-hour mark. That's where I try to cut these streams off. You're just riding it rough over there.
My latency is like 160 milliseconds, so I'm having to break early. I wonder if this fix it.
Yeah, making more pellets now. So if you leave a trailer under the pipe, you could continuously feed bales.
We can try it. Put the trailer backwards.
I gotta go get the conveyor belt.
I was just trying to come up with a fix so people could use it until it gets updated. See if that'll feed in. It's so slow. No, it's not gonna feed in.
It's slowly feeding in. All right, later, Farmer John. Later, David. Die.
Should I go ahead and throw the other one up there?
Sure.
See-
Yeah. If it ain't gonna work, it'll just stop. I think it's stuck on the side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not going to be good for business.
Oops.
This is what happens when it's late at night.
We get tired of dealing with game mechanics. We're like, do what I want.
Just do it. This is like watching ketchup pour out of a bottle by itself.
And nothing to put it on. It's just ketchup. Alright, there it goes. It's feeding.
Now we're making pellets.
Cool, so the other one's registered.
Well, yeah, it says 4,000 liters of hay, which is the other bale.
If this works.
Now it says
folks.
bale type not supported.
Serious?
Gave up on it. Maybe when it completely empties, it will reset. Let's just see.
excited.
Nope, not gonna work. Alright guys, so I think the Seasons folks may have a fix for something. Maybe this. Coming in the next day or so. Possibly over at their beta builds. I'm 100% sure on that, but it's a possibility. I would say everything works fine. It's just this pelletizer in Seasons for some reason, maybe. Not really sure. But at any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go out and enjoy the heck out of this thing because it really is a cool add-on, and I'm sure just in another little bit of time that these little bugs, little issues that didn't come to light in testing are resolved. And until next time, happy farming.